Hi.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
I'm good. Hello. Who has a question?
Obviously, aside from Sophia Ruxin, most of the cast, obviously all guys. How is it being kind of one of the only females to balance out all these guys?
It is good. It is good, 90% of the time. It gets a little duty in there. I get really excited when we have female guest stars come on. Like, really excited. I get super girly with them because I just sort of bro down with these guys, but they're very sensitive then. So I'm lucky in that respect.
So how was the episode with the Cutler, with Kristen Cavallari?
Well, we got very girly.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about her shoe line and talked a lot about going out, what it's like to be married with kids now and how different our lives are. And I totally grilled her about Laguna Beach because I blamed her for bringing reality television into our world and changing the dynamic of everything. It was an interesting conversation.
Yeah, I personally like the show. Mostly because of him. He got me into it. I love it. And I was wondering, what's your interaction been like with female fans? And like, what are the female fans like specifically?
They are real. It's so shocking to me how passionate they are and excited they are when they see me. And everyone's like, I am Jenny. I am Jenny. And I always want to take them and sit them down and be like, honey, you don't want to be Jenny. This isn't. That's not a great thing. But I love it. I love it, and it's great. I think that it's just sort of becoming like a socially acceptable thing for women to play fantasy football, and we're really kind of good at it.
And you're so cool.
I know, and I'm so cool. No, it's. I think playing Jenny is actually giving me more cachet than I deserve. I think my character is slightly cooler than I am. I'm so well there, right?
We haven't got to really see too much of Jenny this season so far.
I took my clothes off. I think you saw it.
That is true, but just the past two episodes have kind of been in new direction, really cool. Do we have anything exciting storylines with you and Kevin or anything like that?
Well, that's a really good question because we shoot we shoot all sort of out of order and we don't get I don't know what's happening in this season. I would like to say I probably win the Shiva, but I do not know because they won't tell us. So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I feel like I've got a lot of stuff going on, my character-wise. I did just jerk off a dog. That happened. So there was that. And I can't tell you any. I took my clothes off. That happened. These are the memorable moments for me.
We have seen
Yeah, and that's it. That's enough. That's enough. That's all I need you to say.
Can we expect another movie coming up by you? I know you said Black.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, it won't be probably a thriller action movie involving blood and guns and ocean swimming. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to make something. I've got two ideas, and they're very different. So I don't know.
Good luck.
Thank you guys.
I know, going back to the dog thing, that was going to be my question. I know I read an older interview of yours, and the interview had asked kind of if there was a point yet that you'd hit where you were just like, I'm not going to do that. Is the dog bit that we saw in the panel closing in on that?
That day I was asked that question, right? I hadn't shot that part yet. And it was like an interview for Elle or something. It was like a super and she was like, you do a lot of crazy stuff on the show. Is there anything that has been too much? And I was like, oh, it always feels super crazy, but I don't know, I've got standards around there somewhere. And I go to work that night and I look at the sides and I'm like, I'm what? Okay. My standards are just very low. My parents are so bad.
You guys, thank you so much.